Get up to rock, get up to bed, stand up with pride that burns for your desire. One day I noticed that my life was broken. It was not me who was controlling this body. Oh, I want to know what's really real to me before we vanish like a wave. Get up to rock, get up to burn, stand up with pride. I'll be the waste to maker. You must have had it. Trust the truth, hold it high, raise your fists. That's why it's made to start with. You haven't had it. Go. Don't be afraid to listen to your own heart. Big glass sight, that's the heartbeat in you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. And tonight we're going to finish up Expedition 33. Finally beat the game. I'll do a spoiler discussion after the game. I won't do my review yet. That'll be recorded off stream. But how's it going, everybody? Pasha, nice to see you, as well as King. What's up? And then I was testing something out on YouTube, as you might have saw with gifting out memberships, because I didn't know I could do that. At least, like, I guess without having to pay or something like that. It was weird. I don't know. I'm about to check something else. That was definitely unusual there a bit. Oh, okay. So it let me send 5 gifted memberships free of charge. And then I have like 5 more I can do now if I want. Oh, well, let's just do it. Let's just see how that goes. Why not? Did that not work? Hold on. Yeah, I didn't know YouTube, I guess, lets you do that without like any at least not having to pay. I guess maybe it's done every month you can do, maybe. I have to look more into that, because otherwise I would have been doing that like every month, because get the memberships also help with supporting the channel. So odd. Pasha, good to see you though, and hope you're doing well. Let me see what's going on here. For some reason though, there wasn't an alert for that, for to get the memberships, which is strange, because I should have alerts being the same for YouTube as well, like get the memberships and all that stuff. So I'm not sure why that happened. I'll have to look into that and see what's going on with that. Pasha, I'm going to gift you a Twitch sub. This has been, steady supporting. Appreciate you. There we go. Yes, that's the alert that's supposed to go off. Anytime I gifted sub or I guess membership. So I'm not sure what happened on. YouTube side, I'm not sure what's going on. It didn't make it seem like 5 more people got it, but hopefully it did. Yeah, either way, we'll carry on. So back to this awesome game, and let's see how this goes. Make sure. Okay, yep. There we go. Let's finish this up. I did do a bit of like leveling up with the characters off stream and get them to where they need to be. I did some of the in-game stuff, but not all of it because just don't have enough time right now. Got to get to other stuff, you know. So we'll see. Why is it taking a while to load? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Hold on. There we go. I think we're good. Hopefully. Let me fix some stuff here because I'm getting some encoding overloaded issues in OBS. Let's see. It's the game. It's not. I might need to take this off. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Why'd it put me here? I could have sworn I was at a different place before. Oh well. It's fine. We will head to where we need to go. Oh, what's going on? Ooh.
Here we go. Flashing
Come on, game. Come
the
on.
sky.
Actually, hold on. Let me see something. Yeah, we're getting some weird stutters and lag with the game. Not sure why. I'm trying to close some stuff out and see if that helps. Let me refresh some stuff here as well. So it's saying 5 new members, but it did not show that I gifted out more, like a total of 10 for some reason. That's weird. YouTube being weird and glitchy, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with this game either. It's being super weird. Let me see. I might just get rid of this and then the game's being super janky and weird. I'm probably just gonna oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I guess it cleared up. I was about to restart it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Still might. I don't know. This is being really unusual.
Flashing through the sky.
Yeesh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. I'm about to restart it. Because it wasn't doing this. Well, it sort of messed up, I think. Well, last time we played it, it was being weird. Yes, I remember my YouTube stream had to restart for some reason. Odd thing is, I did a update to my graphics card today, so I'm not sure why this game is even acting up when I did that already. Okay. Let's try this again. Weird. Come on, game. Let me check settings again. Maybe I gotta do unlimited for the FPS. See, that helps. I think it did.
Flash through the sky.
At least I hope it did. Hmm. And as you can see here, I can fly now with SK, which is such a time saver on stuff.
Flashing through the sky.
Still having some weird stuff going on with the game, like loading in stuff, loading in like parts of the world. It's very, very strange. I think this is it. Almost. Here we go, Lumiere. Yeah, what is going on? It's still acting up. Come on, cutscene.
Wait for us here. It's dangerous for you near Papa.
All these different
We'll
creatures.
have to move fast. I can't maintain them for very long.
Yeah, that makes sense. You brought the army.
Tomorrow comes.
Love it. Love that line. I'm still getting some issues. What the heck? Let me go to settings. Maybe enable VSync? Okay, I did give him this. Sweet. And then may L. Yep. Okay, cool. Oh wow, they're big. Can I not stop here? With the flag? Odd. Yeah, it's not letting me for some reason. Very strange. Trying to think what else to give her real quick. Yeah, let's do this one. Where is there? It is last chance critical or last stand critical? Sorry. He should also have. Oh, he's not. Yeah. Okay. Oh, now it lets me do it. That's weird. How funny. That worked out just nicely. What's up, Galaxy? How you doing, buddy? Let's see. I don't have enough. I'll leave it at 20. Doing good. Nice, man. Good to see you.
These
We are-
expeditioners are glorious wreakers of havoc.
Sword of Lumia.
It's time to beat this tonight. I don't know why the game's acting up though. It's being very strange. I messed it up. But it's fine.
Here we go.
Oh, shortcut. That seems to be encoder overloaded. It's odd.
What have we here? What have we here?
This enemy is going to be defeated easily. Why did it not? That's weird. For some reason, it didn't. Register my input.
You're outmatched.
There we go. Immediately play when falling below 30% health once per battle. Interesting. Where's it at? Alphabetical. Shortcut. There it is. Alright, let's load it up real quick. This music is really good. Nice. Yeah, I think level 60 is a good level to be at to get through this. It's weird just going through, not really have much of an issue. I did not get both of them though, unfortunately. Alright, yeah, I'll just work on this one.
Here we go.
I'm ready. Precise strike.
Ready to evade.
That was, oh, what the?
Ready to strike.
I tried to parry this, I didn't. Thinking. Yeah, I'll just keep doing this.
Here we go.
Wait a minute. Nah, that's not good.
From fire.
I'm ready.
Jeez.
Let's carve a path.
Ooh.
Your existence ends now.
Oh, we got the S. Why not?
Precise strike.
There we go. Oh, so Galaxy, how the games you been playing? Make sure I don't forget anything. All right. Wait a minute, what's this? Nice, Elden Ring. Great game.
Well, that will help.
Whoa, music changed. I got taken out. Not sure which way to go. We got two different paths. I'm gonna see what's up with this one first. Another flag. This might be the main path. Let's see, what can we learn, if anything, as far as skills go? Maybe for me to get 3 more, and then her to get just 1 more, I think? No. 5 more. Oh well. Oh boy, this is getting intense.
32s.
These are more difficult enemies, I think. We'll see how it goes. And these look like replicas of us, the characters.
Here we go. Let's carve a path.
Nice. Switch try.
Please survive.
Oh. I messed that up, but it's okay. Let's see.
Here we go. Let's carve a path.
Back to her, and then I could. I like this one better. They really went out on the final like stage music here. Wait a minute. All right.
Let's carve a path. Here we go.
Nice, nice. Okay.
Henry!
Oh, powerful. Okay.
Luna, careful.
Feeling better.
What? Oh, I was able to parry that. All right, let's go ahead and revive her.
Back.
Go ahead, use this.
Break.
There we go. Nice. Not much chroma though. So we're going down this way. What is going on in place? It's weird.
Here we go. Ready to strike.
All right. Let's try this actually. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still getting some weird technical issues going on here. I think next like I get to just have to restart the game or something, see if that helps at all. Because it's just being very odd. Trying to think I want to give her. Yeah. Do that. All right, there we go.
Your father. He's at the tower.
Yes.
I am.
This rock version of this music is awesome. Paint is always astonishing. I wish she would understand. Understand what? Just what it means for me to paint. What do you mean? Boy's gone silent. Interesting.
Good stuff.
All right, reaching our flag. Let me check about weapons here. Darn it, so close. Okay, let me restart the game. And then I'm gonna check something else here to see what we can do. because this is being really weird in terms of like the quality and performance. So, and I'm trying to give you guys a good quality stream and content. So I'm just checking something here real quick. Let me close this out. Okay, let's restart it. Hopefully this fixes it. Nope. Still acting up. What the heck, dude? That is very strange. You try balanced. Because it was never this bad before. All of a sudden it's just being really weird. Alright. Hopefully that fixed it.
An advantage.
Oh boy, that's a big enemy.
An advantage.
Let's take it on. Why not? Oh, this is an optional boss too.
I'll do it.
Ooh. I tried to block that.
Here we go. You're outmatched.
Sweet. All right. Oh, she can't do any more than that. Okay.
Incoming.
Nice. Parried it.
You're outmatched.
Yeah. Perfect break.
Break.
There we go, Swift Stride, and then, yeah, Mayhem, the finish. Oh, dang, I didn't finish it off.
Let's carve a path.
This will, though. Oh, I'm gonna counter 3. Nice. Okay. Let's get that going here. Awesome.
Nice.
So I'm supposed to be at the tower, but I'm not seeing a tower.
The opera house.
Ah, upper house. Maybe go upstairs?
What have we here?
This isn't our boss fight. Maybe not. Let's see. Nope. Need more. Resources though. I got 4. Okay, never mind. Whoa. And then we get another music change.
Neverons from the Axon Islands. What are they doing here?
Yeah, that is strange. That wasn't even supposed to be my target. Oh well.
Here we go.
Nice.
Cover path.
Oh, I got it somehow.
On me. That's better.
Darn it.
You're outmatched.
Actually, you know what? I don't have 9. No, I do have 9. That's fine. I'll just do this. That works. This is for an item there. I'm not really worried about that. Let's see if this is the right path. Maybe? Okay, got rid of him. Nice.
A storm is coming.
Boom, boom, boom.
Ready to strike. Here we go. Let's carve
Sweet.
a path.
Okay.
Let's spill some ink.
All right, enemies defeated, and then for this one.
From fire.
That is not going to help you. Oh,
Cut him down.
here we go.
Existence ends now.
Very cool.
An advantage.
Healing stun, huh? Interesting. Okay. Wait, is this one big circle? Oh, so I know fight these enemies anyway.
Let the ink flow.
Okay, that did a lot of damage.
Here we go.
I didn't finish him though. That did. Yeah. Perfect break.
Break.
I did a lot. Okay.
From
Ready to evade. Okay.
Ow. We can combo his. Let's see. Don't have enough. All right. Didn't matter. I'm still getting that issue with OBS. Man, I don't know why it's doing that.
Useful.
All right, so wait, where do we go? Miss an item back here?
Useful.
Apparently I did. Okay. Got these enemies here, but should be another path somewhere, right?
Almost there.
Mael.
let's go.
There we go.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, who's this? Maybe should continue. Continue what? Forever. Oh well, I think I maybe answered it wrong.
useful.
Hey, a merchant. Let's talk to him.
Alfredo.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Sure. It's level 9. And then let's fight the merchant to see what he gets. Sorry, gives us. Yeah.
From fire.
That was weird.
Let's dance. On guard.
Wow. And we win.
No need to manorokape.
Full strength. Oh, nice. Okay.
Goro.
All right, so she's already got this done. I may leave that on her. Yeah, I'll just leave it on her.
Papa is somewhere past the gardens.
Somewhere past the gardens. All right. Oh, wait. I probably have enough to upgrade it. Oh. There we go. That's what I wanted for that. We are good. Past the gardens, huh?
Interesting.
Yep, this is it.
I can't sustain the expeditioners much longer.
Ned, we need to defeat them fast.
What's down here? Guess we'll fight.
A storm is coming.
There we go.
Ready to strike. Here we go.
Nice, nice.
My turn.
On guard.
Hey, what's up, John?
From fire.
Lune, careful.
And it's still lost. That's crazy.
Good stuff.
Gradient fighter. Ooh. Cool. Where did the music go? Stop playing. Weird.
Let's carve a path. Here we go. Let's carve a path.
Hold on a second. Yeah, no music for some reason is playing. I don't know what if that's a glitch or something,
On fire.
or that's intended.
I'll do it.
Lune, watch out!
Like combo. Ow.
Feeling better.
Oh. I messed that up. I just messed that up. Oh man. That's fine. So I get this back. Yep, another assault 0. Ooh.
Let's push forward.
Wait a minute, why the heck did she get taken out? Hold up.
Careful, Verso.
That's better.
There we go. Got that one down. And that one is defeated as well.
Good stuff.
Yeah, music is not playing. Oh, that's a big boy. No, we will hold off on this. Let's just go straight.
Your father's been extra inspired.
Most enticing challenge.
Indeed. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Okay. Ooh, creation. That's the name of it? All right.
Here we go.
Got
Let's
that
carve
one.
a path.
Okay. Nice, nice.
Lune, watch out!
Oh, great. Inverted. That's not good. Two hits on that one. Well, enemy's at least defeated.
I'm ready.
There we go. Now it's just the actual boss. Oh, it's because I don't have what I need. Okay, that makes sense.
Here we go. Ready to strike. Break. Oh well.
Oh! Thought I was going to be able to parry that, but did not. That's okay. We did a lot of damage there in that move.
I've lived through worse.
Oof. Darn it. He has a lot of moves. What the heck? Alright, let's do a gradient attack. Oh, I didn't realize he got armor. Well, wasted that by accident.
Ready to strike. I'll manage.
Let's do perfect break again. And we win. Sweet. Faster than strong. Always play twice in a row, but deal. Oh, no. I did not do that. Do less damage for going faster. Yo, thank you for the
How's
follow,
over there?
Finran.
And
Was
the
that right?
chroma we need to bring back Lumiere.
Even I can sense him.
We'd better make sure we're ready.
All right, let's upgrade. This game's being really wonky today for some reason. After all the updates, too. You got a man? Surprised I didn't follow earlier, actually. Really? Have you been here before or something? Or a friend of a friend or something? Like, do we have mutual friends or something? Seven, 6. Not anymore. It's fine. Not gonna worry about it too much. I'm having fun with this. I'll beat it. Definitely gonna beat this tonight. Just need this game to work right because it's been having some weird lag and stutters here and there. All right, here we go. And it keeps doing it. Come on, work.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please. I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Then don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Hmm.
We do what we must.
Both, King. Both.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
under the fire. You wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you.
I don't know.
But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing.
Wow.
You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5.
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too!
Jeez, dude. Joe pill, maybe? Hey, you know me. Not for those arms, though.
I said, enough.
Clicking back at a bad time. This is spoilers for you, Lone Wolf. Spoilers. Literally about to beat the game. You're fine, Yui. You're fine. Not sure why the audio keeps going in and out though. Tiny bit, yeah. This music is just awesome though. I can't see a spoilers for the frame rate. Jeez. It's this game, dude. I don't know why. All right, here we go. The final boss fight. This is PC. I play most games on PC. My PC rig, while it's not like a 40 series or anything like that, it can still run most games just fine. The thing is, for some reason, this game is probably not optimized that well or something. I don't know. I was playing it yesterday to level up and it was like working better when I wasn't streaming. It could be an OBS thing too, or just like this is one of those games where it's just hard to run sometimes where you're when I'm running like OBS and other stuff. So it's fine. All right, what was I about to do? He's on fire, so let's do Swiss Stride. This is interesting because I do not know his moveset. Yeah, you should probably do that. You should probably do that. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's go ahead and do Assault 0.
Here we go.
Let's carve a path. Just try it.
Oh boy. Jeez, that's a lot of damage. Okay. No problem. This music, man, it is hype. It is very hype. Love it. Back to relaxing hearing you play. Appreciate you. I'm about to listen to this Acri soundtrack after, because I haven't listened to it yet fully. And it's on the YouTube channel for the game, so why not?
Precise strike.
I'll manage.
Hmm.
Here we go.
Oh, he's summoning axons?
We must accept things as they are, not how we want them to be.
What? He summoned them.
I'm ready.
What would Verso have wanted? Truly.
And now they're shielding him.
A storm is coming.
Great. That's just peachy. I'm gonna hold off on. Yeah, I'm just gonna worry about that.
Manage.
Hmm. I need him to heal.
That's better.
Yeah, let's do light holder.
Your existence ends now. Watch out, my L.
I am trying to parry them, but inputs are just being really rough.
When did you become so stubborn?
Let's see, I need to get her into virtual
Ready to
stance.
strike.
And then for him, he's got radiant, which is good. Let's go ahead and use it. Actually, hold up. Let me not. Let me not. We'll do ascending assault. He's got to have some phase. This is too easy. Of course, he gets healed. Of course.
Sanity, it's time to go home.
Second phase. Probably three phases for some reason.
A challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
No, she can't.
Ooh. Wait, what is happening?
Mama.
Is she helping?
Aline, you're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
Whoa. Audio game, please. Oh, is she taking out the axons? Yep. Yep. Well, I thought she did. All right. Someone's the descending canvas.
This selfish Aline.
What the heck? Please get a power up.
Let the ink flow.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this. Yeah, this is being really weird with this game. As y'all can see with the frame rates and stuff. Blood, I'm not worried about that right now. I'm worried about the performance of the game. This is really annoying. Thanks for telling me. It's just not. I'm bothered by other stuff right now. Because this doesn't make sense why it's being this, like, tech, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. There was really a new graphics GPU driver update today, so I already updated it. It's the game, it's not anything else, it's the game. At least for me anyway. That did something. Let's try performance again. That did something. Let's see. All right. I think that cleared it up a bit. Maybe. Okay, so yeah, he's got extra defense attack. Cool. It's fine. What about frame rate? What about frame rate? What? Blood, I'm confused. You said yeah? Oh, okay. I was confused, like what?
I'll do it. Better.
Oh. My inputs, man. I'll get her back up. Actually, I'll probably... Oh, so I can do this. Yeah, let's do Phantom Stars. You having typing issues? Alright. Nice. That did a lot.
Bring it on.
Full of darkness. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Last ditch effort.
Get her back up.
Ditch effort.
Nice. I want to use hers. Let's go in the Swiss stride first.
Bring it on.
Ali, look at Alicia. She can't be here.
He's unleashed his power to do what?
Against me?
Go home, Renoir. Go paint something else.
Why am I the only one who sees this?
Dude. The timing. That timing.
Your turn to shine.
I am trying to parry that, and it's just like, nope, 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 can't do it.
Energized.
Oh. That was definitely swift.
Welcome back.
Wow.
Feel better.
All right.
Take your shots.
Okay.
Wow.
That is tough, man.
Invigorating.
Oh,
Okay, now. Yeah, let's get her.
I'd love a dance.
Goodness, dude. Those have attacks.
Take your shots.
Okay. No. Okay, I parried it. I parried it.
full deck.
That is insane. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, whoa.
I feel better. Death is a friend.
And another phase? Oh, let's go. Just knocked him down. Hey, did we win? Really? Oh, wow. Yeah, looks like we beat him. Awesome. Now the game would just work right. I do apologize, guys. It's the game. I don't know what else to do.
The one who saved me. I lost myself in a canvas.
No.
She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We paint hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. She never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price.
Do I notice how much my spoons are missing? Your spoons? What?
Yet, here we are now.
So just she's doing this, then
I trust what she taught me.
Hold on. And yeah. All right.
This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
know precisely what's at stake. You control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save us, so you want to save us, except you not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It
Gotcha.
denies one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day.
What the heck is wrong with her?
I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Claire fighting her solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Wanted to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either.
Oh,
I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
you can't.
You can.
So what will they do?
keep the light on for you.
Wait. He's gonna let her stay? He's not gonna
find peace. Hold on to each other.
Wow.
Verso,
I'm sorry.
We reached the end. Okay, it seems like it's acting better now, perform better, hopefully. What the heck? What reality is this? It's time to stop painting? Leave? Oh no. Is there nothing else? Yeah, I guess. Wait a minute. Nope, can't go back. I guess we have to hit this. It's time to stop painting. So is that him? That's been Versal the entire time, the little boy? The real one, at least?
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
But he is.
Mamon's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are, not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too,
Wait, what?
but he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my Elle. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
I get where she's coming from.
Forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa.
It's time to stop painting.
That's supposed to be the real Verso, erase a piece of the soul.
Verso!
Uh-oh.
also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes under the eye, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's
Oh, great, another fight.
goodbye until next life.
Decide the fate of the canvas. Oh, this is where the multiple endings come in. All right, let's do fight as Mayo. Let's see what happens. Hmm, 1 HP, huh?
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
Wow.
From fire.
Come on. All right. Yep, Pierce. Wow, that was quick.
Please. Thank you. Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please, don't say that.
Please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me.
Verso.
Please. I don't want this life.
Stop saying
Wow.
that.
I don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please. Bro. Please.
I don't want this life.
That is tough, man.
Help me.
Hmm.
If you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
Another epilogue? A life to paint. Okay. So is everybody back alive now? Within the painting, of course, like the canvas.
Clair obscur, trouble de rature, courbera Eiffel. Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair
Seems that way.
trouble de rature, courbera Eiffel. Clair obscur, guardé aux
Where's Gustav though?
sans elle. Clair obscur,
There it is. There he is with his ex, I guess now girlfriend. This seems like it's the good ending in a way, yeah. But I have to see about the other endings at some point. This feels like it's kind of like more like that, not necessarily good ending, but like kind of like that Matrix feeling where it's like you're just living like a false reality in a sense, just to be happy. And who's this? That's a new version of Versa. Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh no. She looks like she's got the same thing what her mom had. Wait, is that it? No way, that's it? Wow. I was expecting a bit more there. That felt a little flat, just slightly. I don't know. I get it though. Like they, especially also the ending where she kept the canvas alive, essentially kept everybody alive or brought everybody back who was erased, so she can live the life she wanted. Is there like a post-credit scene or something? I love the story though. Like the story was amazing. We're going to get into a spoiler discussion here in a bit. I'm waiting to see if there's like a post-credit scene or anything. Music is really good. Possibly, yeah, Naomi, possibly. Like, and it has me really curious of what the other ending is. I'm probably just gonna look at a YouTube video just to see, because I want to compare the two. Because one thing I noticed about this story and how it's set up in the structure of the game, in a sense, I've come to realize it's very Matrix movie like in some aspects, at least. Where in the Matrix you had the robots or AI, whatever the heck, trying to take out humans, whereas in this, those are the humans trying to take out like a painting in a sense, but of other humans, but like, or really just one being. But essentially he had like this sort of omniscient type of like power in a sense. Can I skip this? I don't know if I skip it though, if it's gonna like skip the post-credit scene if there is one. I think everybody did a great job voice actor wise though, like Rich Keeble, Ben Starr, Andy Serkis. And Clair came out of nowhere as like a sister character. Okay, let's see if there's anything else here. Really? You get a feeling there's no right way though? I felt that too. Like it was a very, very difficult decision. Do you fight its male like I chose to essentially keep the canvas alive, keep it, going, and have Mayo live this sort of like happy but false life because she was unhappy with her real life, because the reality is she got caught in a fire. Either she started a fire or Verso did, or her brother Verso did. Something happened with a fire. She lost the real version of Verso, her real brother. She got messed up where she couldn't speak. Right. Couldn't speak. Had her face messed up from the fire. And she was unhappy. She said, like, the character herself said, like, in the real world, I'm basically merely existing. I'm not actually living. But in the canvas world that's been created, she feels like she's living. And then I don't know what the other one was, other than, I guess, if we went with Verso, essentially the canvas gets erased, right? The world of the canvas goes away and they go back to reality. Whatever that is going to be. We're going to check that out in a bit here though. It's like you lose everybody, right? That you got attached to. Like you completely lose everybody that was like, you thought was a real person within the painting, right? Gustav, CO, SK, Lune, Monoko, like all these characters that you spent time with throughout the game and the journey, you just lose them. Maybe she loses everyone and wakes up as if it was a dream. I don't know. We'll check out the other ending here on YouTube in a bit, just because I don't feel like doing another playthrough right now. I want to actually know both endings and just have that be a thing we talk about in spoiler discussion, and then that'll also kind of maybe go in my review as well. Instead of me having to do another playthrough. I do want to do another playthrough at some point, just not right away, because I got other stuff to work on. But yeah. But maybe. I don't know. It could be one of those stories too, This pulls from a lot of different stuff, which is great. Like Final Fantasy games in terms of storytelling, Souls games a bit. Matter of fact, let me look up where they were inspired by real quick. Expedition 33 devs. Got inspired by what games? All right, so it draws from Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10, as well as Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, but mostly Final Fantasy and Persona series 2, but mainly for like the UI and camera work and stuff like that. All I said was just get a thank you. So it seems like in terms of storytelling, they pull a lot from Final Fantasy, but in terms of gameplay elements, they pull from Sekiro Shadows Die Twice and Persona games. Wow, that is it. That is it. Okay, so we're going to quit, right? I'm going to pull up the YouTube and we're going to check out the other ending. Actually, how many endings does this game have? Is it just 2? Double check. Yep, just 2. Okay, that's fine. All right. So let's check out the other ending. Verso ending, I guess. Yeah, Verso ending. Darn ads.
We gave it generous passenger space and made its tech intuitive with Google Built-In. With the Prologue SUV, we've made it easy to go electric. Visit your local Honda dealer and get a great offer today.
All right, Verso's ending. Let's see.
You're tired of painting, aren't you?
Oh, yes, the Honda ending. I know, right?
I'm tired too.
All right, this part we've seen. We're trying to get to the part where, okay, there we go. Wow, so she ends up disappearing or vanishing.
Don't do this. Don't leave me again.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Dude, that is messed up. Yeah, the ashes are golden. What? They show up. Oh, they hug it out.
I will miss you guys.
Jeez, dude. It seems he sacrificed her for the sake of everyone else's peace. I don't think so. His whole thing is about saving his mom. Even though he's like a painted version of the real Verso, he wants the canvas to end and whatnot and stuff so he can save his mother. He doesn't care about everybody else in terms of their peace. He cares about his mom. And that's why he's doing this.
It's okay.
And he wants his sister not to stay in the canvas either. He wants her to like be alive in the real world, like his mother, and be okay.
Us.
At least in this universe that they've built up, like that's why it kind of like reminds me of the Matrix a bit, because you got the real world within the Matrix universe, but you also got the virtual world. All right, so what else happens then? So a different epilogue, a life to love. All right. So now I'm wondering if this is like, freaking ad. Out of here. Anyway.
Miroir du temps, nos histoires s'alignent dans le creux de nos mains. Deux mondes se dessinent.
So this seems to be the real world within this universe.
Lapin de rêve.
Yeah, because there is the mother character, Renoir,
L'autre nu et réel.
Alicia, who we've also known as Mael.
Prend place. Au lendemain non écrit. Sous les étoiles où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin. Toi le vierge, horizon lointain,
It's a very good song, by the way, too.
Peignons ensemble
I love the movie quality here.
les couleurs de demain. Au clair obscur, œuvres infinies. Chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
I don't know if I can say this is a bad ending either, though, because if you think about it, like, they're just trying to be a family again. At least some of them just want to be a family again in the real world instead of living in the canvas. Like, I don't know what can be considered a real true ending or not here. They're both... They both have good and bad things about them. That's tough. Yeah, I don't really consider this one any better either. Like, they're both kind of like, they're both not really better than the other. They're both just different because they both have pros and cons. All right. Well, now we can discuss this. Actually, let me go ahead and pull up. We're gonna listen to some music while we do a spoiler discussion on this. So let me go to their YouTube. Where's it at? There it is. Where's Act 3? We're gonna listen to Act 3 music. You personally would take Mael's ending? Understandable. Where is... Hold on. There's like supposed to be like a playlist of okay, that's Act 2, Act 1, Act 3. Here we go. All right. Probably about right here. Okay. All right, everybody. I just beat Expedition 33, and what a game! This is a spoiler discussion type of video I'm doing here because I want to talk about my experience with it. This will include a lot of spoilers here. This is not the review. The review of it will be separate, but this is more for me to try and make better sense of the game, in a sense, because man, this is confusing to a degree. Like, there's a lot of elements here that are really good, and how they start things off is very intriguing. It hooks you in right away with the whole gommage thing, you know, within this universe, you're set up to believe that the characters that you see and then you play as, like, this is happening within a sort of like weird like fantasy world, but is the reality of the game, right? You don't know it's not actually the reality until much later on, obviously towards the end of the game. It's something else entirely. It is a canvas where these people are living in this canvas, but they're painted because of this family that Andy Serkis plays the father of. Ben Starr plays the brother character. And you essentially, this whole issue and this whole thing originated because of this family in the real world within this universe, right? Because there was like a fire and that broke them, lost a son. The two sister characters were never the same either, in different ways. The parents were never the same either, in different ways. But you immediately are hooked in because the way this game opens up, it gets you, for at least for a lot of people I've talked to about it, it gets you attached. Like, it gets you feeling sad. This is tragic because of the whole Gomage thing. You know, leading up to this game, it was promoted that, like, yeah, there's the Paintress you gotta take out. The Paintress paints a number every year, and that number is for the age group of people that have a year left to live, right? He like Versos, he's tired and he helps reunite his family so they don't waste away in the canvas, right? And that's the thing too that they set up as part of the lore, where basically this family has a gift and has these powers to paint, but their paintings are like alive, or the canvases are alive, and they can choose to go inside them and live inside them if they want, but it has pros and cons. You could literally waste away in it and essentially die, from what Renoir was talking about. Like, you can die within the canvas eventually because you lose yourself or whatever. Which is very interesting what they do with that. And I think this is a great story concept. Like, in some aspects, a little bit tropey, or at least a little bit reminiscent of other stories, but also very different too. It's very much a story of, like, you know, about family, love, loss, cherishing those around you, you know, because like life is short and, you know, time is limited, things like that. So it has a lot of good positive messages in that, and I really do enjoy that. Very cool. I'll get to the endings later to more detail, but it just sets you up to where, you know, you Expedition 33, you're gonna go try and stop the Paintress, thinking the Paintress is a real villain when she's really not. The Paintress is there to sort of like somewhat shield from everything and everyone being erased in like immediately, essentially delaying the canvas from being like erased forever by the real villain of the story, in a sense, which is Renoir. But there's different versions of him, right? There's the real life version within the universe. There's the painted copy version as well. Same with his wife, who ends up being the Paintress, which is wild. But you're thinking, you're set to believe that, oh yeah, let's go on this expedition. We got to fight creatures, monsters, all this stuff. Get the Paintress, stop the Paintress, and then I'll save everybody, right? Thinking that'll be a happy ending. And there's already been 67 other expeditions prior to Expedition 33, right? This music is really good too. This goes in as far as being really hype. Really enjoy it. But yeah, and it's a great concept. You go in, you're exploring the world, it's open world, you're seeing all these different unique, weird things, from environments to characters, different monsters and creatures you fight and bosses, things like that. And lore wise, it's very, very awesome setup, and go across this continent and just explore and have fun. but it's mostly a serious, you know, intense type of tone. There's a little humor here and there. They do try to like bounce out a bit with that, which is good. It's very cool to learn about the characters' backstories a bit, and like you find out about CL as far as she lost her husband to, you know, the whole Gomage thing. You find out Lune has lost her parents as well. Mael, who you don't know is Alicia, she lost her parents and went through different adopting families, things like that, until she ended up with Gustav and his sister as their family. And it's just crazy how their worlds sort of and stories on it have a similar message of, you know, or interconnecting in a sense. If you waste away in a perfect world, living life, enjoying it, and happen to pass away, then you can be at peace with the outcome it brings. And yes, there are many people who feel the same way about that, for sure. And there are people that feel and agree with the other ending, which is what Blood Magnolia talked about as far as Versal's ending, where essentially, instead of living a false life, which is technically what that would be, even though you'd be happy, or at least some people would view it as being happy, you're living the real life, you're living your real world life instead of living in this, like I said, matrix, where you're living inside a matrix, ignorant of what's really going on in the real world, because some people believe in the whole ignorance is bliss thing, right? Type of mentality. Others don't. I don't think either of y'all are wrong for how you feel, you know, because this game is going to evoke different emotions, different reactions, things like that for everyone. You're either going to be on one side or the other with this. I don't know yet for me. Because both endings have their pros and cons, like I said. And yeah, you could choose to live in a world where everything's good. You don't have to deal with the reality of things, which is like in Mayo's case, she lived through a fire, but it messed up her face and she can't speak because of it. And that's a real thing too. That's like a real world thing, like that can happen to people that get in fires. They can be injured really badly like that, or other things, or worse, you know. And for some people, they don't want to live like that, you know. So it's tough. Someone in fresh grief, and especially having lost, their voice doesn't always think clearly and need another's intervention. Once again, not saying you're wrong. That's just a different perspective. And that's fine. We all have different perspectives. In some cases, yeah, that can be the right thing to do. In other cases, maybe not. It's subjective, right? It depends sometimes on the situation. I still don't know what the heck I'm gonna come to with this one. I think I'm going to wait to my actual review of it to come to the final decision of what I side with in terms of the ending, because I still need to process this. I still need to think about it. It's just wild to me. I honestly see both sides, but I'm just arguing for his because I feel like it. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I didn't take it as an argument. I just took it as we're just having a discussion. That's what this is about. It's having a spoiler discussion about the game and what we think about and how it makes us feel, and what to make sense of it. Right. I really love the characters though. They're really written good. Like Gustav, I really got attached to. Mael, Verso, like the painted version of Verso. Like I liked him, but then obviously I got mad and annoyed because like, oh man, you end up really betraying him and things like that. But then I found out his reasons why he wanted to betray the others. Essentially, it's because he wanted to save his mother. And so I can understand that. If you're someone who values family highly, you're attached to your family, you want, even if you're, and this wasn't even a real Verso person, it was like a painted copy, right? Essentially like a clone. if you want to lack of a better term, basically a clone. But that said clone, I mean, all the memories and thoughts and feelings of the original version is like, I'm tired of living like this. I want to save my mother, and I'm gonna do everything I can to do so. I can respect that and understand that. And so he portrays, you know, the fictional painted people within the canvas to do so, right? Because he wants to get the piece of his mother out of the canvas so she doesn't die, right? And lose herself. That is tough. That's a tough pill to swallow. That's just tough to deal with. And so him not being completely honest and anything like that and doing what he did, it does make sense. Because of good story writing and all that, right? Character writing and pacing and just all the dialogue. This is probably gonna be a long video, by the way, because man, I got a lot on my mind about this. I'm still a little mad they got rid of Gustav like early, like the way they did. I don't know. I just really like that character, and he essentially got replaced by Verso in terms of like a gameplay character model designs like that. Yeah, like that. I don't know, bothered me to an extent, because like I got used to Gustav and I liked his character, even though he was ready to take himself out, which was crazy. Like so they show up on the island, right? They show up on the continent, ready to go. And then very much like I'm trying to think what's a movie that is very reminiscent. Either like a horror movie or like a Michael Bay movie, or even freaking, not Pearl Harbor. Oh jeez, World War II, one of the beaches, Normandy, I think. Almost like the beach in Normandy. It's like the majority of the expedition gets wiped out, and Gustav, Lune, and a few others survive, right? But once he realizes that and gets to a point, he gets to a low point because he can't find anybody else, and that breaks him. Understandably so, because war, seeing your comrades and friends die like that, war and just death, and that affects people in different ways, and that can affect someone to be like that, like how Gustav turned, right? And it took Lune popping up to knock him into his senses, right? And get him like, no, let's keep going. At first I was like mad at him for getting like that, because it's like, dude, you train for this, you prepare for this, like, come on now, you need to keep going and stuff like that too. But then I reflect on it and I think back like now about it, and it's like, you know what, I understand, because going through something tragic like that, like witnessing something like that, that is extremely stressful and traumatizing. And so how they wrote him, yeah, I think they wrote him in a way that's honestly relatable and realistic to some people. So to me, that makes sense the way he reacted. I think if Gustav would have remained alive, she would have made different choices. That's a possibility, because if he remained alive, there might have been a third ending type of multiple ending thing, because obviously he would have influenced her choice in some way, right? He would have said his opinion on things too. I don't know. The reality is, though, from like Charlie, his name Charlie Cox, Daredevil, the actor who plays Daredevil in Marvel, he revealed he only spent like 4 hours or so in the studio recording lines, so he didn't really, like, his character wasn't going to last long. He already knew, which kind of sucks. Like, I guess that was always intentional, maybe, that Gustav was never meant to be like a long-lasting character. But then when you find out later on in the game that Mael ends up realizing that she's essentially like another version of Alicia, like she's a painted copy version in a sense or whatever, and has the power to bring people back within the canvas, obviously, that did essentially die. My thing is, like, they could have easily brought Gustav back to be part of the party again. They did. because they had Verso as the replacement archetype, because essentially Verso and Gustav were the same like combat archetype. Which kind of bothered me. It's like, really, dude, you could have did something a little bit different than that, but it is what it is. There's supposed to be a live action adaptation that works too. Yeah. There definitely is. So I'm really intrigued by that and how they're going to approach that and how much they're going to stick to in terms of like, if they're going to stick closely to the source material, or are they going to mess up and do what a lot of people do and try to make their own thing, create their own story, and go too much in that direction? Because a lot of people are already mad and pissed off that like a lot of these video game adaptations into film or TV, most of them are bad because they don't stick enough to the source material. Halo is a good example. Assassin's Creed's another good example. I can keep going, but you get the point. I would very much like to see a live action, but I'm also concerned because, like I said, if they don't stick closely to the source material and adapt it correctly, then you're going to piss off a lot of people. So, what else about the lore we found out? SK, so I was wrong about some theories. I had theories when it came to what was really going on. I thought SK might betray us instead of Verso because originally it was set up that SK was the most powerful being within this universe, supposedly, right? So I had the idea of like maybe SK is the true villain, because why is he just letting the Paintress do her thing, right? That didn't work out. He was just essentially another pawn in a sense. He was a painted character in the world, so he wasn't, you know, all powerful. Neither is the Paintress either, though. Come to find out too, right? She's essentially another sort of cog in a wheel or pawn in a sense within this lore and universe, but at the same time was doing her painting the numbers every year was essentially a way to delay the inevitable, to keep things going within the canvas, because the canvas is the last piece of Versal's soul within it, right? And her husband was just trying to just get rid of it because, in his view, even though he's gone, it's like he wanted to, like, it's understandable to mourn, you know, the loss of someone and grieve, but his viewpoint seems to be you can't be tied to that. You can't be bound to that. You have to move on and continue living your life. And so the more I think about it, the more I understand where he's coming from too on that regard. Like, and that's why he was trying to get essentially everything erased in the canvas and save his daughter as well as his wife, because he wanted them both to move on in a sense from the loss of their son Verso, Mael's, or Alicia's brother, right? So I get that, but Mael wasn't trying to do that because Mael, aka Alicia, was unhappy in the real world because of what happened to her. So she wanted to fight against it. And ultimately, it's like, when it comes to a loved one, it really tests your ideals and morals a bit. Like, do you, for example, let's say you got a family member, it's like essentially could stay alive if you keep them on life support, right? And you have the tough decision to be like, do you continue to keep them alive by them being on life support because you can't let them go? And you essentially want to live this sort of like fantasy life in a sense of like, if they're still around, as long as they're still alive and around, it's okay. You didn't lose them, right? Or do you try to move on and let them go and essentially pull the plug? I know it's not exactly the same thing, but it kind of echoes a similar vibes, a similar message. At least the game does. That's what I get from this. And that's not an easy decision to make. I feel like that's up to the person. And that's a very difficult decision to make. Now, obviously, if this person like has in their will or something like that, like, I don't want to be a vegetable, let me, you know, die, pass on, things like that, then you got to respect their wishes, right? Some people don't, but that's why probably there is no distinct true ending. I agree. I 100% agree. This also somewhat clarifies that there would ever be a sequel. I don't think there would be a sequel. I think this is maybe a one and done, but the devs have talked about making DLC. So now I'm curious even more so how they would do the DLC, because if they are going to do like story DLC of some kind, I think I'm more intrigued about it being a, you know, how it is all got set up, like going back in the past and essentially seeing the world a little bit differently, like seeing how this canvas got started, right? You know, what actually truly happened with the whole fire situation. So I think it needs to be like a prequel DLC of some kind, instead of like anything afterwards, because the way it ends, whatever ending you go with, it's just I mean, they could do a sequel, I guess, but I don't know where they would go. Like the heritage of the family that started it all. Well, that's the thing, yeah. Renoir, when I did, I forgot the last name of them, of the family name. I forgot how to pronounce it, but yeah, Renoir, his wife, 2 daughters, Claire and Alicia, like, not necessarily the heritage, but just show what the heck started the fire. Maybe explain a bit more of like how their gift works with the whole painting, and I guess how you can go into the canvas and like have these people be alive in the canvas, things like that. Like, because one thing this game didn't really do a great job at is they just sort of like brushed over the fact that their family has this power with painting, right? Where things come alive within the canvas. Things are alive within the canvas. And they can choose to go in and out. And they don't really explain that very well here. So maybe there needs to be like a prequel DLC to better explain that. They just sort of brush over it a bit, like, and just expect players just like, oh, let's just expect players to accept it for what it is, I guess. So that's a little bit of a gripe of mine. Then again, maybe it's explained in some side questing stuff or lore stuff, but the thing is, there wasn't really much side questing to do outside of the gestural stuff, and then like you can fight optional bosses. I didn't even collect all the the expedition logs either, which would have not offered too much more in terms of lore. It's more about like what happened on the expeditions. So there are what? There are just not clearly stated. Are you talking about their gift, their power being explained or not explained really? Or are you talking about extra lore that just goes into... So I still think gives you more lore. Right. But what I feel like that lore is going to be, it's not going to really explain the power that the family has when it comes to their painting. That's what I'm getting at. It's going to be more about lore of like what happened on the previous expeditions and stuff like that. Which is not necessarily bad. It's just I feel like the game doesn't do a great job of explaining how or why this family has this power. What if there was a hidden painter and they wake up from the grave? I don't know. You can't tell me yes or no without... You can't tell me yes or no on them explaining why the family has their power and why it works the way they do without telling me the bosses. You can tell me the bosses. At this point, I don't care. This is a lore. This is a spoiler lore discussion. Like they would be so confused why they're still existing. Yeah. I don't think there's a hidden painter though. You can fight Alicia, Claire, and Simon. Nice. Nice. I mean, I'm not too surprised by that. My thing is, what lore does it offer by defeating them? That's great, but what about the lore behind that? Leia, I didn't know was even a character till super late. That's like, she was just, I kind of dislike how they throw her in out of nowhere in a sense. Like she just came out of nowhere being a sibling character when we are essentially thought to think that it's just Alicia as a daughter character, right? And then later on Verso, of course. Okay, Blood, gotcha. Well, that's the thing, Naomi. There are journals in here. It's just they're done in a like, the way journals are done are these logs, like these like crystal like or hologram like looking logs and whatnot, and you get like a brief like voice or playback of like Meese expedition. In terms of lore, like side stuff, you find out lore through doing the main story, collecting those logs, talking to different NPCs sometimes too. Probably why they gave her a whole dungeon to herself. I was halfway through it. Gotcha. I definitely want to come back to this at some point in the future, like do a new game plus run or just do a new playthrough when I have more time and like explore like the end game a bit more. Because the end game is tough. Like there are super difficult bosses compared to the main story bosses. Also, I don't think it's just their family. I think the painters are a faction of people from some of the dialogue, not just one family. No, you're right. You're right. I meant to touch on that too. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, because they at one point talk about this war, right? It's Clea and Mael talking, right? And there's a topic of this war being brought up, but their parents are fighting within the canvas or whatever the heck. But in the real world, there's some type of war going on. And that's never really explained either. At least from what I played. I mean, I didn't do all the side stuff. Maybe it's better explained through some of the side stuff. I don't know. But there's some type of conflict going on. There are, I think, other painters out there. And maybe the war is between their family of painters and another faction of painters, something like that. I don't know why. They don't really go into that either. That's why I'm kind of hoping there's either like a prequel DLC of some kind that better explains this stuff. Or maybe we could get a sequel. I don't know how, but maybe. Then again, I don't know if the sequel would really do justice to explain things better or not. It also depends on what ending they would go with for the sequel, right? Like what would be considered a true ending? That's a tough one. Do you go with the ending of Mael, where she's essentially living this false happiness because she is unable to deal with, you know, the real world consequences, the real world stuff that happened? Or do you go with Verso's ending, where essentially they erase the canvas and the family goes on living in real life? I do think it does by doing the end game stuff, because Google has some decent details. Some are still vague. Well, yeah, gotta keep some stuff a mystery. There's probably already, because it's been like what, this game came out in April, it's already July. There's more than likely already lore videos out there that explain more in detail, more in depth about what the heck is going on in this game. So It's just crazy. And I'm intrigued to see what else this team does, like Samfall Interactive, like what are games they do in the future, where they do a sequel, where they actually do prequel DLC. There definitely needs to be better explanation on some things, for sure. If they do a sequel, heck, maybe it can focus more on the real world stuff. If they go with that ending, like real life stuff, you know, what's going on with this conflicts between these painters and stuff like that, you know. Family gets to start the path of healing. I understand. Us also having body issues, that her disfigurement is a problem and she feels guilt and everything, but escapism is the way to live. In your opinion, that is no way to live. Other people are going to feel differently. And to me, there's no right or wrong. It just depends on the person perspective. Physical pain and misery is better. Okay. You think it's better than psychological? Interesting. We live in a reality where people deal with a lot of mental health issues these days on top of physical issues. And I like that this game addresses that in many ways, right? This touches on so many sensitive topics, you know, tragedy, loss of family, mental pain, physical pain, trauma, guilt, betrayal, who do you trust, all that. I tried it once. Once the escapism fails, it almost hurts more having that false world. And I can't say more on stream as that is deeply personal. Well, yeah, obviously I'm not expecting you to. I'm not expecting you to. But once again, everyone's viewpoint is going to be based on personal experience, like, and how you feel. Once again, it's going to be subjective. Or it's going to differ because people have different opinions, and that's fine to have different opinions. Nothing wrong with that. And I kind of like that this game does a story where there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong ending, I feel like. I think that's what helps make this game so captivating. I think that helps make this game a game of the year contender, because the story, the way it's told, is so freaking, it's relatable. So much relatable. Like, wow. It makes you deal with these tough choices and stuff like that. Versal said they are all hypocrites for a reason. Oh yeah, 100%. Because Verso has his, you know, way of thinking and what he's fighting for, which is his mother. But he also cares technically still for others, right? Mael is fighting for what she believes in as well too, and what she thinks is right. Everybody's fighting for what they think is right, but they're also hypocrites because they've also in some ways betrayed their own beliefs. Yeah, exactly. Everyone thinks their way is right. And it's a story that tells that, for sure. So that's also why, to me, there's no right or wrong. It's just freaking gray, dude. It is a very gray storytelling, gray ending, no matter what. I don't think I'm right, but Mael's ending hurts so many others outside the canvas, and I don't agree with that. And that's fine that you feel that way. That's totally fine. I personally don't know which side is, like, I don't know which ending to like go with. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna wait for my review and probably try to pick one there in my review when I talk about it. It's tough. And I still might not even choose one I side with, because it's just, wow. It's just really difficult. So does Verso. Versos, though, here's where I feel like some people are more aligned with what Blood's saying, because while you say Versos does hurt people too, the thing is, those people in the canvas are fictional. They're essentially make-believe. And don't get me wrong, that doesn't necessarily change that, like, you get attached to these characters, you know, but technically they are fictional, right? They are just in a canvas. They are painted people within this universe, right? They're not actual people. Males to say Versal's ending has him sacrifice himself to save the many. I thought he sacrificed himself to save his mom, because that was his whole goal, right? And point was he was trying to save his mother. He even said so, like in the game early on, like essentially that was his thing, and that when it comes to choosing the expeditioners over his mother, no, he chooses his mom. Is he saving them though? Are they happy with their fate? In terms of the fictional people, no, because they're all gone, right? In terms of the reality, like when, you know, his family is all gathering there, or as we saw in the one ending, the main one I think that's unhappy is Alicia, right? I think she's the main one that's unhappy still. And her mother too. I'll say they're the two that's unhappy. Clea and Raynor seem like they're ready to move on and get over it and things like that and go with their lives, stuff like that. So yeah. Person wants to end so that they can heal without being able to interact with him. Right. Right. Yeah. Because Versa wants them to heal and move on. You know. He feels like holding on to his canvas and whatnot is just not healthy. Let me go back what we said. Yes, it'll be crap at first, but they can't get that pain back by re-entering the canvas. Yeah, and I see your point. I see your point. Mom and Mael and anyone else who might try to rescue them, even then whomever remains inside the canvas will eventually be used up and die, so the family would have to deal with that person wasting away slowly. That's what he wants, but is it what they want, and will it work? Is his sis happy looking like that and unable to speak? No. Mael Alicia said so herself. She literally said she is merely existing, right, in the real world. She doesn't feel like she's living. She is merely existing. And for her to feel alive, she wants to stay on the canvas, surrounded by the painted fictional people that she's grown to care for and love as her family too. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's crazy. And it's honestly great storytelling because it sparks this discussion. It sparks these themes, these topics, like, and like I said, I don't think anybody's wrong. You guys are entitled to feel how you want to feel about this. She's not happy, but she still has her powers, so she can re-enter other canvases to speak. True. But the thing is, Blood, she's attached to that canvas with those characters and people in it. So I'm just going off based on how she's written. How she is written, she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to just do another painting or canvas to like enter in where she can talk, because she is already attached to these people within this canvas she loves and cares for. Why would she want to replace them or go to somewhere else new? That's her thought process, right? Which we do the same thing over and over again. Yep. Galaxy. Yep. Yep. So it's wild, man. There's no, man. And I appreciate y'all engaging in this conversation. The canvas is always being repainted. Hold on, let me go back. The canvas is always being repainted, and it can always be painted for a better closure. Question mark. That is a good point. And yeah, who's to say that can't happen, right? Who's to say that maybe the canvas can be repainted with the same characters, things like that? They didn't try to address that. They didn't try to say like, oh, it's okay, Mael or Alicia, let's leave now and let's repaint. But the issue, one of the key issues was it was the last piece of Versal's soul in the canvas. Alicia and her mother could not move on. Their father-in-law, and I guess Clair too, are able to move on, and they're ready to, and they want, because they know they need to heal, and they know they need to grieve appropriately, and them keeping this canvas going is not healthy. Of course, she feels like that now while in the depths of her grief, fresh from obtaining her memories and her grief over everyone so fresh. If she was allowed to heal from being thrust into everything without a break, she might have made a decision more well thought out. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Big problem here was her mental health prior to entering the canvas in the first place. Oh, I agree. I agree, because once again, that fire happened. Lost her brother, that broke her, that broke the family, right? Her mental health was not good. And when I put this on YouTube, if someone in the comments can put like who started the fire, maybe they talked about it or did reveal at some point, I just overlooked it or forgot, whatever. Please do, because I'm wondering how the freaking fire started in the first place, or why was that even a thing? You know, besides obviously like being a plot device and plot point thing. Because, man. And I like that this stuff makes you think. Stories like this are really good in games. I like playing games like this that are like movies that tell a great story, have great characters, great writing. They make you think. They make you question things. You know, spark discussions like this. Because I always find it interesting to have discussions like this over certain topics, because, you know, it's cool to get people's different perspectives, right, and opinions, and just have a good talk about it, you know. Mental problems are not easy to heal, though. Oh, 100%, because you got, at this point, we live in a world where the majority of people, myself included, deal with depression, anxiety. You got a lot of people that are ADHD. You got a lot of people that have been through a lot of trauma in general, right? And not everybody knows how to cope with that stuff. Not everybody knows how to handle that stuff in a healthy way. That's just reality. Leo was lured into a trap by the riders. Versal rescued her, dying in the fire they set. Okay, thank you. Because I was confused. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Who are these writers within this universe? Like, thank you for reminding me about that, Blood. Like, is it the painters versus... I think that's the war in the real world that's going on. Is the painters versus the writers. That's what you got. You got the painters and the writers going at it for some reason. We still don't know who the heck these writers are, right? So maybe a prequel DLC can answer that, going more into that. That's at least what I'm hoping. Or if we can get a sequel of some kind, then they go more into who are these writers? What's the conflict about? You know, can we still maybe have this turn-based type of combat in the real world as well as within the painted canvas, right? Probably not, because all those well, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the extent of the powers are that this family has versus the writers in the real world that they've set up. We don't know. So maybe they can still have that like sort of like crazy fun, you know, turn-based RPG combat, but it'd be different, right? Different powers, different abilities, things like that you can do. That'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. Once again, don't know though. They could do a full game on that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Will they? I don't know. I don't know. My biggest thing, and I'll go over it again, is like, I just want them to explain stuff better. Yeah, there is a lot to dissect here. That's the thing. Like, they need to expand upon and explain better some of the things. Go more in depth about what the heck is up with the painters and their abilities, the writers and their abilities, this whole conflict war shit, right? Some of the lore within the canvas, whatnot, with the characters. Well, that, I mean, essentially, we got the gist of it, right? That's just this. It's kind of like the Matrix, where it's like you're jacked in to this false world, and you think it's a real world. It's like, oh, put over your eyes, right? So here's my weird input. I don't know if I want a sequel. Sometimes sequels don't always live up to the first game, almost cheapening the experience. I bet everyone here can explain at least one series like that. Well, that's a risk, regardless, that you take with sequels. It's not just video games, it's movies too. There is always a risk and gamble that when you do a sequel to anything, it's definitely not going to be as good as the original. It could make the original less important or cheapen it, like you said, cheapen the experience. There's always that risk. There are some movies and things that don't need sequels. I agree. You're 50-50 on it, yeah. Like I said, I'm cool if they do a prequel DLC, story DLC that better explains who the writers are, who the painters are, and their powers and abilities, and why there's a conflict in the first place. I'm cool with that. If they don't do a DLC story that explains that, then I would like a sequel that explains that better. That's what I want. If they can't do the DLC story prequel stuff to the first game, then maybe do a sequel that explains it better. I don't know. Will we get it? Who knows? This is a very successful game. I'm very happy for Samfall Interactive. This is former Ubisoft devs that took a risk, make their own studio, make a game they wanted to play because they were tired of like some of the same old stuff. And I'm happy for them. This game turned out amazing. I see why this game is getting 10 out of 10s. I see why this game is Game of the Year contender. It's still, I think, to this day, the top rated game on Metacritic. I'll be shocked. Well, I shouldn't say this. I won't be completely shocked, but I don't know. I'll still be a bit surprised if this doesn't not win Game of the Year, where it stands right now. Yes, we have other games that are Game of the Year contender, like we just had Donkey Kong Bonanza come out. That's definitely going to be nominated, I feel like. Death Stranding 2, I feel like it's going to be nominated as well. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is going to be nominated as well, right? All great games. But, objectively speaking, they are not the top rated game of the year still, right? That still is Expedition 33. Just dear God, no Romeo and Juliet. There are enough of those. All right. This has been a good spoiler discussion. I know we didn't touch on every little nook and cranny, but I feel like we touched on a lot of the key points and topics about this game. I look forward to coming back to this game at some point, revisiting it in the future when I've taken a nice break and try to go through it and try to do like an actual lore run where I try to go through all the lore of the game potentially. When I have time, hopefully, we'll see. This has been a lot of fun though. And for those that do watch this on YouTube, please comment below your thoughts. What you think? We'd love to hear from you. All right, guys, that was awesome. This ended up going longer than I anticipated, so we're not going to do Death Stranding 2 tonight, because I was going to go for like another hour anyway. But I'm just thinking we're just going to wrap up here. I'll do Death Stranding 2 tomorrow. Continue that, and then Thursday. Yo, thank you. Thursday, we got Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers. I will be doing a giveaway. for that. Also, Galaxy. Oh shoot, I didn't realize King, you or Wolfheart was saying some stuff. My bad, Wolfheart, sorry. I was so focused on Twitch chat only, I did not mean to ignore you. Do you get who SK and Francis really are? No, not that. SK was a little Versal's plush. That's why. Oh yeah. I know about that. My bad. Yeah. Little Verso painted the canvas with his sister Claire. Mostly gotcha. That's why Francois and SK are friends. Such enemies. Gotcha. There are a lot of details to understood you need to process, and also second playthrough make you realize how the game is well written. Oh yeah, of course. What I like to make sense when you replay the game. Yeah, my bad. I did not mean to ignore YouTube chat. I was so into the discussion world, and I accidentally only focused on Twitch chat. I did not mean to do that. Thank you, Wolfark, for your input as well. In case you're still here, I'm gonna see if we can order in on Thursday so I can participate in the giveaway, because I am cooking. Obviously won't be in chat. I mean, I'm gonna go from like 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the afternoon. You should be up, right? I might go to 1:30 at the latest so you can participate in the giveaway. But who is on? We're gonna probably rate out depending on who's on right now. Okay, she's still on. Okay, Blood, gotcha. That's no problem. All right, we are going to rate out two goods games or ones that make you think, like the Suffering. Wait, there's a game called The Suffering, or what? Hold on, what? Hold on. Now you got me curious. Oh my God, Steam, please. Steam. Why are you? Steam's not. Okay, Steam is being difficult. I don't know what the heck's going on. It's like, I mean, Brazilian chimichurri pork ribs, mashed potatoes, gravy, and broccoli. Nice. Thanks, Geoscoin. I'm trying to see what the heck you're talking about. And Steam is like being really weird and slow. The Suffering Ties That Bind. It's an old one. Okay, let me see. If Steam wants to work right. Why is this being so difficult? Oh, Galaxy, I got something for you too. Before I get out of here. Steam was down earlier. Well, it does this. Well, every Tuesday it does its whole like maintenance update thing. That's why I was down earlier. All right, there you go, Galaxy. Appreciate you. Everybody else here. You said The Suffering? It's not showing up on Steam. What? Suffer Tonight. Maybe it's no longer available or something. I don't know how old the game is. Maybe it's just delisted. You're welcome, dude. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Verso Disintegrate supposedly started the fire. Really? That's crazy. I definitely want to come back to this for sure. Once again, on YouTube side, sorry if I actually ignored you guys. Wasn't trying to by any means. It was in deep discussion, and I did end up focusing on Twitch chat mostly. 2005. Yeah, it's probably delisted then. It's no longer available on Steam. That is an old game, dude. That's 20 years ago. Wow. I graduated high school in 2005. I feel old. All right. Let's go ahead and raid out on Twitch side here to Wild Linus Curls. She is like a sister to me. She's playing this puppet game, this silly puppet game called My Friendly Neighborhood. So we're gonna show some love on Twitch side. YouTube, see y'all next time. Just a reminder, guys, be here Thursday between 9 and 1 or so. If you want a chance to win a copy of Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. For details on that, make sure you join the Discord, !Discord, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. YouTube, it should be in the stream description as well too. You do have to be part of my Discord and follow me on Twitch to be eligible to participate. It is a giveaway I'm doing on Twitch. It's not what I'm doing on YouTube. So just let you know. It's about a mental guy. It's about a guy with mental issues trying to save his family. Gotcha. All right. Did that not work? Hold on. No, it did. Okay. For some reason, it didn't show up in freaking. There we go. There it goes. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all for being here and just being awesome and being you. Good night. Is it not going to raid out? What the heck's going on? Oh no. Okay, it did. All right. Good night.